Game number 2 in the early window, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming off a disappointing performance against the Patriots. They head up to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Bills are laying 6 minus 265 on the money line. Tampa plus 225. 48 is the total. Sean, the Bills have their the Bills have Houston on Thursday night next week. FYI.
Okay.
And the Bucs are in an interesting spot here. Things were looking pretty hunky dory. Dropping that game last week off the bye didn't. Not a good time to do that because this is a tough spot for them. Love the Bucs. Love Todd Bowles. Love getting all these points with them. But a little worried. This is one of those spots where they just get wiped off the map a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, certainly is a. Bills off a loss, right? That's been pretty good. Josh Allen 14-9 ATS off a loss. That's usually a pretty good situation for them. But the Bills are 2-3 straight up in their last 5 games. I don't think we can really ignore that. Again, Josh Allen is good off double-digit losses. You would imagine this is a wake-up call for them, but I still have a lot of questions on this Bills defense. And Josh Allen, we talked about it with Decker when he started dating Madison Beer. He got a little reckless with the ball. It seems like Hollywood Josh has been a little more reckless. He's a little more reckless with the ball, turnovers. I just keep coming back to that tush push where he keeps his feet moving, and then ends up fumbling the game away.
So it
is crazy that Josh Allen just gets no one gives the Bills any shit for them doing the snowplow to AK tush push.
And so sexual.
Oh yes. Well, if you put snowplow in Urban Dictionary, you will get some results right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. At least I'm pretty sure.
I'll check it out.
And maybe things have changed since high school, but. In addition,
hello.
In addition,
there's Kentucky snowplow, Boston snowplow,
it's a regional thing.
Pennsylvania snowplow.
See, that's probably the one I was familiar with. The turnovers for Josh Allen are kind of becoming a thing here. So I look at it in this way: Bucs third and pressures generated. Now we expect the Bills to bounce back, but I also expect this Bucs team to bounce back. Bucs are pretty good off a loss themselves. Baker 13-4 ATS off a loss as a Tampa Bay Buck.
You heard what Todd Bowles said about the loss?
What's that?
He didn't coach well enough.
Well,
he pulled a Liam Cohen. Told the media that basically it was on him. It was a poorly coached game.
I think Baker takes this matchup personally, and there's a trend that
why does he take the matchup personally?
No, I think he wants the world to know he's as good as Josh Allen. I think there's a little
because he's like tiny and Josh is big.
I think there's a little chip on their shoulder.
He was joking about it on the podium. He said he was 6'10".
Yeah, that's his way of saying fuck you. Now, they were in the same draft class, or am I crazy?
One off. I think.
One off. Okay,
I'll check.
Either way, I'm sure. I think he likes to consider himself a contemporary to Josh Allen, and he's going to get up for this game. Now, to your point, yes, could the Bills just smash at home against a Bucs team? Sure, but
same draft class.
I thought so. Now the Todd Bowles, they're 6-1 ATS after they let up 28 points or more. Now I try not to get sucked into too many trends, and is that predictive or just descriptive of the situation? But I would say this is kind of predictive because it makes sense that if the Bucs have a game where they're letting up 28 points or more, that run defense is not Tampa Bay Buck football. And Vita Vea, I imagine, has got to be pretty fired up after letting Trevion Henderson run all over them. Now you could use that same argument and say, well, Trevion Henderson ran all over him. Why can't the Buffalo Bills? To me, kind of what swings me, and I was definitely considering taking the Bills here for a while. Baker is a dog. It's just, I'm always going to be there. Now, maybe it's the same thing as I fell, the same trap I fell into, taking Baker as a road dog against the Lions. And I think that's a good comp if you're on the Bills here, but the Bills not having Dalton Kincaid, and I'm ruling Dalton Kincaid out for this game. That's huge. He's their number one guy. And much like the Packers needed Tucker Kraft, he's 25% of their pass receiving yardage. Who are the Bills throwing the football to? Maybe they get Palmer back. I don't know. It's just, I think this is going to be a game.
whatever Todd Bowles can extrapolate from what the Dolphins defense did to the Bills, and it certainly looked like Kincaid not being out there affected the offensive game plan. I mean, this feels like an autoplay. Like many of the games this week, there's a clear, like the field is skewed to me in terms of the play. It's very obvious because you have a potentially one-dimensional ish team that's going to need to run the ball, and the Bucks are not going to let them run the ball.
Yeah.
So
Vita Vea is going to have a bounce back game, and
I'm with you. The spread though is terrifying because I know what this means. I know what this number means. That this game is going to be like there's the blowout potential is high in this one, but yeah, it feels a little sneak trappy. Mixed.
What are the bet splits?
Let's see.
Because I don't. My pulse does not say Bucks as a public dog.
55% of the bets are on the Bucks, but only 27% of the handle. So
not good.
Not ideal.
So the Bills have blown out the Jets on the road and the Panthers on the road. Other than that, they haven't. And I guess, would you call the Saints a blowout? I wouldn't. Saints covered.
Yeah, they covered
31-19. So I don't know if I really call that a blowout. They lost to the Pats at home. They beat the Dolphins by 10, but Dolphins hung around that game the entire time.
So it's also going to be a messy game. Who does that help?
Yeah, now granted Tampa's a Florida team, but their mentality is not that of like a warm weather team.
I would think so. But I mean, yeah, it looks like not freezing, but probably not snow, but cold rain.
Godwin, I don't think's playing. Bucky Irving, do you think he has a chance to go, Ryan? He's the one that got a limited practice today. I think there's a chance he goes, but I would say true 50-50 right now.
All right. So I went back and reviewed it for a third time. I still think Godwin's going to be like a game time decision.
Oh, you think he has a shot?
Yeah, I do. I think the more that I think about it, Bucky Irving wouldn't have been out there participating in the walkthrough if he wasn't going to go, in my mind.
And shout out to Steffi Smalls. Check out the Steffi Smalls show on SGPN saying Otten scores. Enough is enough. Leading second most red zone targets without a touchdown. Great analysis. I am with you on the Otten stuff. I think he has a nice game, and maybe I'll be playing him on the VSiN show to get some nice TDs. And Kramer and I both on the Tampa Bay Bucks getting 6 points in Buffalo. Let's go Bucks.
But yeah, one of the beat reporters released video. Bucky Irving kind of they were. It was a walkthrough. It wasn't anything serious, but he was taking handoffs, and there's nothing about him looked injured. So maybe. But Todd Bowles on the mic said, he was asked, he's like, the guys weren't really doing much today. I thought they were going to be back this week. And he said, I never said they were going to be back this week. I said they had a chance to be back this week. And so maybe he's just backing off. Interesting. I don't think I think Bucky Irving becomes a nice bonus, but I don't think it affects my take on this game. Godwin, I think, would actually affect, like that would be a big time bump.
Oh, you think? Because to me, almost Bucky Irving matters more than Godwin for me.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, no, just because if Godwin does play, I don't know if he's 100%. They might use him a little bit as a decoy.
But that's my take. If he plays, he is 100%. They're not going to play him not 100%.
Right.
I think there's a better chance Bucky Irving plays. Like
I just think Bucky Irving has a bigger impact on the passing game. I think they can get by with Tez, with a big Boo.
They like
with
Tez.
K-Dot.
They like Tez, but they've also talked about when Bucky comes back, Big Boo. It's not going to be like full go. They have two other running backs.
Ryan, you're telling me this guy isn't smarter than Jameis?
They both have had interesting issues with articulation at times.
Articulating it down the field. All right, we're both on the Bucks +6. Let's go, Kramer.